What we're looking to do now is, I'm right-handed obviously, so I'm going to spread this way so you can see, but you're going to have to learn how to do both ways. It's easy to spread from left to right as it is from right to left, especially if there's a line in the way. We're going to go back and twist at the same time. And if you just want to aim your trowel to be about 25 or 30 mil in from the face of the blocks or bricks in one motion, to twist and back. But it's at speed, so I'll just get a bit of my mortar, and then I'm going to do that now, okay? Like that. And then once it's on your bricks or your blocks, we're going to scoop with the right side. We want a nice, like a mountain shape Toblerone, 45 degree, like this. Scoop that, and we're going to put it back down. And then they're just mirroring it on the left hand side. Scoop that, and then we're going to put some there. The idea is we want to cover all the material. In this case, it's blocks. So as we're looking down, I'll show you now, we can see there's a bit of block visible there. So we're just going to cut again, put that there, and we don't want any material to be seen. Just keep it nice and uniform, nice and even. Scraping off and putting it down. There you go. Once you've got that nice triangular, is it a triangular prism? I'm not sure. A couple of ways you can do this as well. You can come from the side and do figure of eights like that, long stretching figure of eights. Well, the idea is, when you're furrowing your bed, it's just a nice gentle furrow. The purpose of furrowing a bed is just to create a little void in the middle of the mortar. So when you push a brick down, it's going to be easier. The way we furrow the mortar is with the tip of the trowel, the back side when you lower down, and then when you start to come up, it's with the front side of the trowel. So the way I do it is I'm parallel with the line of the blocks in the middle, and I'll just come out a little bit, about 45, 30 degrees, 35, and then it's just a tapping motion, keeping the tip of the trowel in the centre line of that Toblerone you made. If you just draw a line down there to help you out, that's where you're tapping down that line. Now you come in parallel, out 45, and then tapping, keeping the tip of the trowel going down that line. And if you see there what happened, that's why I angle my trowel out. It just creates like a wave over this side, so that the mortar is coming this way, because we don't want any mortar to drop down the back. It does happen, but as long as we can minimise it, then we'll keep our cavities clean. So that's good. We've got all our mortar coming over the face of the brick. Now I want to collect it all now by using this type of motion. We are looking for a 10mm bed, but obviously we need to push our bricks down on it, so we want it like around 15, 20mm even, just to give us plenty to push down onto. So when we're collecting, it's not angled in and it's not rigid. It's just basically, if you just imagine just going forward with your trowel like that, but you're just angling it a little bit. You're keeping it quite vertical, your trowel. So you're working with gravity. It's quite difficult to get it in one, but you're going to have to collect it and work with gravity. You're not rigid, and it's not one angle, because you can see that's just going to fall straight off on the floor. You're actually turning your trowel up and up and up and up as you're collecting it. But we're not angled in like this. So, okay, I'm going to do that now. Back on the board, if any drops, and then you can just turn your trowel around like that and go over it if you want. You want it nice and uniform, your bed. It'll make your life a lot easier. You can just see there that our trowel, when we're scraping, is more vertical. You don't want it in like this, cutting. That's not what you want, because when you put your brick down, see there, just as an example, when you put your brick down on that bed, you see there's going to be a void. There's going to be a void here. We don't want that, do we? If you're putting your brick down on here, you can see that it's going to be more full, isn't it? You've got a lot to scrape off. That's what we want. So we're back in twist again. You're not going really fast. It's just a gentle, give yourself some time. Make sure all the mortar's on the centre of the bricks or blocks. Scraping again the right side and collecting. Back down with the same action. The same action. And then you're mirroring that. You want to be coming with the left side, collecting with this part of the trowel. And then up, away. Same there. Remember, covering all the material visible, so all you can see is mortar. And then we're ready to furrow our beds. Or furrow our bed. We're going parallel, about 45. There we go. Treating that and then collecting this. Like that. And then we've got a nice bed of mortar to push our brick down onto. When you're pushing your brick down, you want to be scraping as you're going along. And then you can tap it into place if you don't feel comfortable with pressure. Just with the butt end of your trowel. Just even taps each side, and keep checking for reference on how square the bottom of that brick is to the top of this block or brick. You can see that's looking okay. Just go down a bit more. We're looking for a 10mm bed. Once you've got there, you can check with your tape. The bricks I'm using are 65mm, so 65mm plus 10mm is 75mm, so our gauge should be 75mm. And that's good. So we're okay with that. What you can do is if you've got a bolt level, this is a small level like this, you can plonk it on in the centre of the bricks, check it's level, that's okay that way. Across the width of the brick, it needs to go this way a bit. There you go, that's your first brick set. Now we're going to come to buttering a brick, so this is quite difficult and it may take you some time to practice.